Here is a look at Hurricane Debby. As they mentioned, it has downgraded to a tropical storm, but when it made landfall this morning, we watched it. It was a Category 1 hurricane, so you can see it there. And as we put it in motion, this is where it came from through the Gulf of Mexico, made landfall in Florida, and now it's tracking into Georgia. So the low pressure system that will be impacting us midweek, it's actually helping to steer this to the north and to the east. So it's going to take a turn and go up the Georgia coast and then slightly up the South Carolina coast by midweek. And like they mentioned, we are looking at possibly historical rainfalls and catastrophic flooding with this event. Then midweek, it's looking like it will kind of shift to the north, go in through North Carolina and Virginia, and the latest models are suggesting it's going to make more of an eastward curve. This morning we were looking at models suggesting it was going to go straight north. So it's even looking like less of an impact for us here. We weren't looking at really any of an impact, but now it's even moving more to the east. So we likely won't see anything because of this. And it will be a disturbance by the time it makes its way up into Virginia in those northern states. So of course we'll be monitoring this and watching this all week long as it continues to progress. But looking at the GFS rainfall estimates, we are looking at potentially 30 inches of rainfall in the next couple of days for the coastline of Georgia and South Carolina, which would just be devastating for those areas. So all eyes on Debby as it continues to move through the U.S. This is the stationary boundary to the north of us that's creating some rain in Indiana and parts of Ohio. It should not be impacting us today, but this is the low pressure system that we'll be looking for in that cold front midweek that will give us a slight drop to our temperatures. And that's also part of the steering mechanism that's shifting Hurricane Debby, now Tropical Storm Debby. Viper radar showing that we are quiet here in the bluegrass. Futurecast showing you can put your rain gear away through the afternoon and night tonight and pretty much keep it away for the next several days as we'll repeat pretty much what we saw today. We'll repeat that again for our Tuesday. Just temperatures and mugginess will be up just a bit on our day for Tuesday tomorrow. So your next 5 days of rain chances showing just a little bit of a chance at midweek, but I expect most of us should be dry and that rain should stay to the north. The big concern is tomorrow. Our heat index is likely going to hit over the triple digits, so be aware of that and try to stay indoors and hydrated as much as possible. Temperatures are climbing into the upper 80s, low 90s across the board, and with dew points already in the low 70s, the muggy meter is showing we are in the very humid range, which I don't have to tell you that if you've been outside, you know. So today we're expecting temperatures in the low to mid 90s with lots of sunshine. Tonight, mostly clear skies with temperatures falling to the low 70s. And then as you can see on the 7-day forecast, you shouldn't need your umbrella this week as we will likely see our hottest day tomorrow. Then behind that cold front, later this week, we'll see temperatures back into the 80s, and then we will enjoy the mid to upper 80s for our weekend with overnight lows very seasonable in the upper 60s and low 70s.